this video is going to explain how nerve cells actually physically send signals from your periphery or from around your body to your brain and how they get a message back. So we've already seen a nerve cell, and down here we've got the dendrites which collect the messages. We've got the cell body, we've got the axon. This is the long length, and remember this is encased in myelin sheath, a fatty sheath that helps the signals go faster. And down here we've got the axon terminals. So one of the reasons why nerves can send messages really quickly is because they send them using electrical charges. So they're not sending them using the usual means of our body. They're using electricity, which can move a lot faster. So they release here electric charges. Okay, so in your body all the time there's electricity being generated. So every time we move, every time we send a signal, every time we feel hot, cold or pain, we're releasing electrical charges and sending them along in a message. So if we have a network of nerve cells, you can see these little red dots signify the electrical charges. So the axon terminals release charges, and if there's enough of them, so if the signal is strong enough, so there are lots of charges being released, then the message will be passed on. And this is a really useful thing, because if we responded really strongly to even just a few electrical charges, we'd be constantly bombarded with messages, and our brain would find that really, really hard to deal with. So our nerves only pass the message on if it's strong. And you can see here I've shown that we can have more than one neuron interacting. And you see here, see how these dendrites spread around a large area. So the axon terminals can click onto multiple nerve cells, can click onto the next nerve cell, and they can all produce signals that tell the next nerve in the message along, pass it on, it's important. So eventually this will lead to our brain, and our brain will send a message back using exactly the same technique. So and to sum up, our nerves send messages by electrical charges. That's why it's so fast. The axon terminals release the charges, and they cross to the dendrites of the next nerve cell. However, they will only get passed on if there's enough of them, so the electrical charge is strong enough, otherwise it doesn't go anywhere.